Hello everybody and welcome back here to our Blyth Spartans series. Today's episode sees us taking on Gloucester City in the FA Trophy. In our second game, we take on local rivals Gateshead in the league. We do have a new addition to the team since the last time you saw us. We have 20-year-old midfielder Abdi Sharif. Went through the Liverpool Academy, and he is a great addition to our midfield. You can see his physical stats are very, very good. 16 stamina, 16 natural fitness, a very fit player. He can run for days, and he can cover a number of positions, which again is very, very crucial at this level. He's already played 10 league games for us, as well as 2 games in the FA Cup and a game in the FA Trophy. He has been solid so far. No complaints from him. We did also make another youth player signing. Pretty much signed him because of his name. We have Mick Hunt joining the team. Yes, I am very much a child. But let's go ahead and switch over here and look at how we've gotten on since last time. Last time you saw us, it was back in September. We're already in December. We are making very good progress on this first season. So after that 4-0 victory over Potter's Barn in the FA Cup, we took on Chester, got a draw, lots of goals in that game, 3-3. Then it was on to the third qualifying round of the FA Cup. We took on league opponents, Telford, and we drew the first game at home. Then in the replay, we lost 3-0. Pretty disappointing there, considering we already played them this season and we got a 2-0 victory. They were near the bottom of the league table. Definitely the bottom quarter of it. So we should have got the victory there. So we're kind of in a bit of a slump at this moment. We followed that up with a draw against Chorley. Then it was a 2-1 defeat against Hereford. Picked up a point at home against Boston. Then we finally got back to winning ways with a 2-0 victory over Bradford. Robbie Dale and Hickey getting our 2 goals there. Then we got 2 4-0 victories in a row. First up against York. Then we took on Leamington, and Robbie Dale got a hat trick in this game. Our legend, Robbie Dale. Love to see that. Then we dropped points, a 0-0 draw against Kettering. Then another 4-0 victory against Guiseley. Then in our first game in the FA Trophy, we took on Brockley, and it was a 5-1 victory in that game. Then we took on Fylde and got a 2-1 victory. Robbie Dale getting on the score sheet once again. Then our latest game was a 0-0 draw against Southport, where yes, I did do a series on them last year. It was very short-lived. I apologize for that. I actually continued the save, and we made it all the way up to the Premier League, and we actually won the Europa League in the final season that I played of that. So, how are we looking in the league table after all those games played? We are sitting in a playoff position. We are sitting in 5th place. 17 games have been played. We have 28 points to our name. And we have the second best goal difference in the league. We're only 6 points back from the league leaders, Gloucester City, who we are facing in the cup today. It's going to be a tough one. Then our opponents in the second game, Gateshead, our rivals, sitting in 3rd. So a very tough episode coming our way today. Team selection is looking like this. This is who I've kind of settled on for our best 11. I actually have been preferring Toby Lease over Brownsword. Brownsword loves to get a yellow card, and just I feel like we're a bit more solid with Toby in. So this is the lineup. Sharif slots in at midfield, and that sees Reed dropping back to that deep lying playmaker role, and Deverdix has moved to the bench because of that. But this is the team. We are away at Gloucester. Come on, the Spartans. Got our first highlight here. We are on the ball in a good position. Brian whips in the cross. Back post. Picked out Reed. It was a bit too far out, and he heads it over. Would have been an amazing goal if he somehow scored that. Most of the first half has been played. Not a lot of action going on here. We do look like we are edging it out. But here is halftime. No one has found a way to break through. Let's go out there in the second half and find a way to get that goal. We're definitely creating some opportunities out there. Just gotta get it done. And final substitution, Nicky Deverdick's on for Reed. 20 minutes left in the game. Let's find a way to push for that winner, and we do have a highlight. It was Gloucester on the ball. It gets all the way to Mitchell, and Lee's bringing it up from defense, looking for options up to Sheriff, back to Brown Sword. Now he's bringing it forward. It's going to play it out to Clark. We finally get it up to an attacking player, and McCowan is through on goal. Corey McCowan coming on as a substitute gets the important goal. That was a great build-up play from the Spartans here. Working it around. And O'Donnell picking out McCowan. Great ball from our attacking midfielder, our number 10, J.J. O'Donnell, to pick out McCowan. 1-0 to the Spartans. Let's go. Okay, we have a highlight. Gloucester looking for the equalizer. Let's not do it. Let's not concede a late goal here, boys. Little intercepting that ball. Now we're looking to bring it forward for goal number 2, which would surely seal the game. Clark on this right-hand side plays it back to Brownsword, back to Clark, inside to Deverdix, back to Brownsword. He plays it over to the top to O'Donnell. You got to finish this. No, JJ. You got to finish that. I don't know why he took that on his weaker right foot. Get saved, and we now have a corner. A little to whip it in for Brownsword. Tyler Brownsword surely puts us through to the next round. It's 2-0, 87 minutes. Brownsword, another substitute scoring today. Great header, 2-0. And there it is, the full-time whistle. We are through to the next round of the competition. A 2-0 victory against a very tough opponent. Absolutely loving that. Let's see if we can get it done here in our second game against Gateshead. Another tough game, which is also away. I will bring you back, and we'll go over our team news. Okay, we're actually not up to the Gateshead game yet. We have the 4th round draw for the FA Trophy. Let's go ahead and draw that and see who we will be facing in the next round. Of course, the FA Trophy is only non-league teams, so the highest opponent we could face is a Vanarama National League team. Let's go ahead and draw all teams, and we will face Dover or Folkestone. Okay, I'm guessing it's probably going to be Dover. They are in the National League, though they are struggling. They're down in 23rd, and then Folkestone not in a playable league. So obviously we would prefer to play Folkestone, give us a better chance of advancing, but more realistically we will probably be facing Dover away. So there that is. One other thing that I should go over, we have a preview for our youth intake, and it's bad. Very, very bad. It's rated at 1.5 stars, and the groups, the best rating is an E. That is not good. We also have 3 strikers and 3 midfielders coming in, and they're both rated at G. That is below an F. That is bad. Very, very bad. So our youth intake, we're probably not going to get anybody that will be able to break through to the first team. All we can really hope for is we have one coming in raw, but has a lot of potential, and he could force his way into the team. down the line in a year or two. But yeah, it's not looking great for us. But we are almost up to the Gateshead game, just a few days away. It's actually going to be on Boxing Day, which should add to the atmosphere. So, our game today against Gateshead has been postponed due to a waterlogged pitch. So, our second game is not going to be against Gateshead. It's going to be at home against Spinnymore. It's just 2 days away. It's at home. Hopefully it's not going to get waterlogged and postponed there as well. But yeah, that is who we will be taking on instead. We also found out our opponents for the next round for the FA Trophy. Dover ended up winning, so we will be facing them in the middle of January. Well, would you believe it? Our match today against Spinnymore has been postponed due to a waterlogged pitch. So, our next game in this episode is going to be Gateshead once again, except this time it's going to be our home fixture against Gateshead. What a roller coaster we are having here. Can it please not rain on January 2nd? I don't believe it. For the third time in a row, our match has been postponed due to a waterlogged pitch. Wow. Will we actually ever get to play a game again? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. But I guess our next game is going to be against Spinnymore once again. Will it actually happen? I'm dubious. But I will bring you back for an update on Thursday, no matter what. Can you believe it? We actually have a game today. We are taking on Spinnymore at home at Croft Park after we have had 3 games in a row get postponed due to waterlogged pitches. It is an unchanged team from way back when we played the first game of this episode. Everybody on the bench has absolutely no match fitness anymore. So that is a fun little extra tidbit there that we have to deal with. But here we go. Blyth versus Spinnymore. Finally. We have an early corner. Little whips it in. Oh, he picked out Toby Elise, who hits it off the crossbar. Out for another corner. Little to whip it in once again. This time it's Buttle. His header goes over. And we have another highlight now on this right-hand side. It gets cleared away, but we do still have the ball. Pushing it forward through our midfield. Clark now has an opportunity. He fires wide, and he was offsides. Now Spinnymore with a highlight of their own, bringing it down our left-hand side. They whip it in. They cross it all the way over to their right back, I believe. He's looking for an opportunity. He crosses it in, but Mitchell claims that. The highlight's going on. What can we do with it here? Mitchell looking for his options. He's going to play it long up to O'Donnell, who heads it down to Maguire. Back to O'Donnell, and he blazes it over. That has to be better from J.J. O'Donnell there. That was a real opportunity for us to get the opening goal. Now we have a free kick. O'Donnell whips it in. It gets cleared away. But we pick up the loose ball and we pump it forward. Looking for our options here. Reed has it in midfield. Plays it back to Buttle. Up to Sharif, who picks out Clark, who has a chip from a very long way. And the keeper was scrambling. Man, if he would have scored that, that would have been incredible. But we're into another highlight. Working it down this left-hand side. Dale crosses it over to Clark. Passes it to Brian, who's going to look for a crossing opportunity. He picks out Dan Maguire, who fires home his 7th goal of the season. Carl Brine has probably been our best player. Marauding down the right-hand side from a right back. Gets another assist on the year. It's 1-0 to the Spartans. Let's go. And we're into another highlight. Lots of highlights here this first half. We're now looking for goal number 2. What can we do with it here, boys? Going down this left-hand side again. Little plays it to Reed, who's going to play it all the way back to Mitchell. Now we're working it down the right-hand side through Bryan, up to O'Donnell, out to Clark, back to Bryan, inside to Sharif, back to Bryan, who picks out Clark, who was looking to beat his man, but the defender does well to get back. Oh! Bryan with a good ball into Dale, who's marginally offside, and he misses that opportunity anyway. But I am liking what I'm seeing here. We are creating a lot of opportunities. Are we going to get any more in this first half? Oh, we do have one on the brink of halftime. A free kick. Bryan whips it in. It's headed away by the Spinnymore defense. Buttle picks up that loose ball. He plays it up to Lees. Oh, who has a shot from distance. And if Toby Lees would have scored that, wow. From center back, scoring a long-range goal. That would have been the cherry on top, but we go into halftime with a very dominating first half performance. We are only up by 1, so we still got work to do, but I am liking what I'm seeing from our Blyth Spartans. We got a highlight here. We are on the ball once again in the second half. Bryan, a lot of space on this right-hand side. What are you going to do with it? He whips it in. Oh, he was looking for Maguire. Oh, it gets blocked. And then we have another opportunity that gets blocked. It falls out to Little eventually, who has a shot from distance. It goes out for a goal kick. But we're into another highlight here. Highlights are starting to pick up. Great ball in by Buttle to pick out Clark. His first-time cross gets blocked out. Oh, and then Maguire. That really should have been a goal. It somehow gets blocked. And then we have another shot. Blocked out for a corner. Spinnymore, a lot of last-ditch defending, but they're sticking in. And now off the corner, Buttle should have done better on that header. It goes straight to the keeper. A late highlight, Spinnymore on the ball. This is not a good highlight we want to be seeing right now. Get back, defense. Let's do our job here. Great job, Little clears that out, but it falls right to a Spinnymore player. They're right back on the attack. Come on, boys. Oh, they got a lot of space down this left-hand side. We do well to cut out that opportunity to whip in the cross. He is offside by a mile. And we do survive that chance. Just a couple minutes left in the game, and we have another highlight. Deverdix whips in a free kick. Abdi Sharif. Great header. 2-0 here. That's going to be 3 points to the Spartans. Deverdix, a second half substitute, delivers a great ball in, and Sharif makes it 2-0. Full time's going to come any second now, but we do have another highlight. Could we get a third goal here? That would be wonderful. Little on this left-hand side plays it back to Brownsword, another substitute today. Still being very patient here. We are in no rush. Just playing it around. Great switch of play by Brownsword to pick out Bryan. Looking to whip it across. Yes, he picks out Sharif, who gets his second goal on the day. He already got his first goal for the club earlier in the game, and now he gets his second. Great ball in again by Bryan. An assist machine, 3-0. That was not the easiest of finishes either. Lovely game here from the Spartans, 3-0, 3 points. Pretty dominating performance from us. Absolutely love to see that. I'll go through the team talk here. We'll take a quick look at the league table and see where we think we'll be coming back for next episode. So after that performance, we are sitting in 9th place. We got a couple games in hand because of all our postponements. So if we get our victories and our games in hand, we will be up near the top of the table. Absolutely wonderful first half of this season. We have been flying so far. We are a bit inconsistent at times, but this is as good as I could have hoped for this first season here. Where we're going to come back for next episode, we are going to come back for our FA Trophy game against Dover. It'll be the first time we get to see ourselves play against a team from the division higher. And then the second game of that episode, we should hopefully get to see us take on our rivals, Gateshead. It's been postponed a couple of times. But what a great episode we had here today. If you did enjoy it, make sure you leave it a like down below. And leave a comment. Do you think we're going to be able to beat Dover here in the FA Trophy? And, of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos coming to the channel. And until next time, it's been your Boyd 147.